Hello and welcome to cholera's immune response. If you don't know what cholera is, it's pretty much a small intestinal infection that makes you have diarrhea to the point of dehydration. If you don't know what it has to do with the colored balls on the screen right now, then I'm afraid you'll never know. Cue the animation. Here we are at step 1, the infection. We see an evil-looking guy extending his hand for no evident reason. Then, out of nowhere, a pen attacks him viciously. Now you might be saying, why would a pen give you malaria? To answer that question, I prompt you to think about where a stray pen like this could have been. Now that you have that in mind, watch a man cry as he is injected with malaria, and the lighting changes. Now that we've zoomed into this man's skin, we can see Vibrio chloriae, the malaria bacteria. Then, right before your eyes, it duplicates in order to spread more effectively in the body. When Vibrio chloriae approaches a targeted cell, it releases its cholera toxins. These cholera toxins penetrate the cell membrane and trigger the release of many chemicals, most importantly, water. An excess of water is released from the cells, causing diarrhea and eventually dehydration. Now, in an alternate universe where none of what just happened, the Vibrio chloriae does not infect a cell, and you reach the next step, the second line of defense. Here we have the cholera and a macrophage. The macrophage, realizing the cholera bacteria is a foreign body, moves to absorb it. Once it does, it releases lysosomes, which break up the cholera and displays a piece of it on MHC2 on the cell membrane. Next, we arrive at the third line of defense. Here, a helper T cell comes in, trying to be helpful, checks if its receptors are compatible with the cholera fragment. If they are, the CD4 protein helps it to bind to it, making it activated, represented by an all-powerful fire. The now activated T cell goes through clonal selection, where it creates effector cells and memory cells. The memory cells lead to the lymph nodes, where it stays in case cholera strikes again in the future. The remaining effector T cell releases cytokines, which pretty much yell at everyone to do something about the weird things in their body. This is where the B cell comes in. They, like the macrophage, absorb the cholera bacteria. They use lysosomes to break it up and display it on the surface. A helper T cell comes in and bonds to the bacteria fragment, activating the B cell. This cell now splits into an effector or plasma cell and a memory cell. The memory cell goes to the lymph nodes, but the plasma cell creates antibodies. The specially designed antibodies bond to cholera bacterium, called agglutination, slowing them down and allowing them to be absorbed by a macrophage, which makes them useless.